we are in the middle of a move. So with the moving process, one of the number one things that they talk about is minimizing and decluttering and doing all the things. And so we've had to pretty much minimize all of our school curriculum and books and resources, like things that we had here and all over the place, so that when people walk into our home, they can kind of envision themselves here and not be so overwhelmed by all our clutter and the things that we have here. But all that to say that it has made homeschooling quite difficult. But we're trusting God through this whole process and really trusting that He has a plan for us, and that no matter where we go, that it's His will. There's a lot of up and down and up and down and hurrying up to be still, like hurry up, do this, send this, now wait. Do this, now wait, So anyways, when it comes to homeschooling, this has caused quite a disruption in our homeschooling, and I am just so thankful for teaching textbooks. I'm so thankful for that, for them. Math is kind of my thing, you know what I mean? I know it's a weird thing, but it's my thing. It's a thing that I love. It's a thing that I love to teach. It's a thing that I love to do myself. I love math, but I haven't been able to sit down with my kids and really get into math and do all the things. And usually that would make me feel very guilty and very, much like my kids are going to fall behind and be without and do all these things. But thank God for teaching textbooks. Thank God for a math curriculum that will not only teach my kids, but also offer additional help if they need it, as well as it being very accessible. You know what I mean? During a time where you can't have physical books out all the time, or different types of resources that you would need, thank God for the fact that it is all available on the computer or on your tablet for the kids to be able to use, for them to be able to, because there are times, like for example, where we have a showing, last minute showing that we didn't even know about. And so I'm like rushing, we have to leave all of our physical books, tuck them into the one little spot that we were putting things, and then go. But my son's still able to do his math. Like he's still able to, when we get to wherever we are, grab a tablet, sit down, do his math, or use my cell phone, sit down, get his math done. And so it's just one of those things that's like, yes, we've always used it, but during this time, like, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this because he hasn't missed any math. And so I don't necessarily have that fear of him getting behind on math. Like, I don't know, maybe because I lean more towards math, but with language arts, I feel like you get away with a lot more stuff when you're not constantly in it or reviewing it. Like you can always go back, and it's a lot easier in my opinion. Well, not easier because I'm not that great at it, but it's more possible in my opinion to not forget everything that you've ever learned. But with math, a lot of times, it's like I realize that like it's a muscle that constantly needs to be built and built upon. And so I don't have that fear of my son falling behind because he's constantly working on it. We don't have to put it down, is what I'm saying. Like we don't necessarily have to put it down. We can take it with us, and it's very practical to go with us wherever we may be going. And the fact, and now I know I said that I like to teach math and do all things, which I do, but when I'm so overwhelmed by everything else that is going on in my life outside of just teaching my kids, it is such a blessing to have something that teaches my kids for me. To not worry about grading papers, I like teaching math, but one thing I do not like is grading math. Like that's a whole, like you gotta like take some time out to grade, to have them corrected, to do all the things, and it's a lot of time. It really is. But with teaching textbooks, it grades it for them, so I don't have to worry about that. It allows them to make corrections to things, depending on how you set it up. So that has been so helpful, so helpful, because it's little to no effort for me, to get his teaching done. And then he loves it, like he likes to do this thing. He likes to do math. He enjoys it. To him, it's fun because it's electronic, because it has all these different things in which you can personalize it and make it your own. He loves it. He enjoys doing his teaching textbooks, and that brings joy to me, that it's not a chore for him, and that our life circumstances doesn't necessarily have to hinder him in any way or slow him down in any way. I'm not all like, oh, your kids have to be advanced, they have to be ahead, they have to do this, they have to do that. But when your kids are naturally moving, to not have to slow them down or stop them because of life circumstances is amazing. And so I am very grateful for that. Now, that's just one of the main reasons that I am loving, well, I guess a couple more than one, but that is just some of the main reasons why I am loving teaching textbooks for our family during this time of transition. But I've done a video in the past talking about like a review of what we love about teaching textbooks. So click this link up here to access that video. I also have a video coming out in March, which he's so excited, my 10-year-old filmed. And this is his review of teaching textbooks. And he filmed it, he edited it, he did the whole thing. So definitely keep a lookout for that video. And if you're looking for a solid math curriculum for your kids that's available digitally and that you can pretty much use during a time of transition, whether it is having a baby or moving or a sick family member, whatever the situation may be, I definitely recommend teaching textbooks. So definitely check out the link in my description, and until next time, bye.